Hi everybody, welcome to the Earthworks project at the Tamargo residence. We're out here on an absolutely beautiful day. Project is a really exciting project for us. It includes doing a pondless water feature, a patio, and then a very cool combination planting with some privacy. There's going to be an area for a fire pit table involved with this one. Miss Tamargo is living with her daughter, and she is kind of doing this project as a gift for her daughter. A lot of the elements that she really likes are the water feature and whatnot, but her daughter is very interested in having a large patio area that will provide space for a rather large dining area, and they do like to entertain. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things going on in this project, and I think you'll find it really cool when it's all done.
Earthworks Pond Crew, day one out here at the Tamargo residence, Tamaya, Jacksonville. Got myself, Brian, Chris Murphy, Michael Q in the back, a little Pondless Waterfall. We did a lot of grade work right now to start the day off. Just got the liner in, starting to work on the rocks, and doing pretty well. Check it out.
So we have 3 pondless waterfalls sold at the same exact price point. Each one for a different homeowner, of course, but it's all going to happen within the span of like a month and a half. So what we're doing inside of our crew is like kind of like this little competition thing, really. Each one of us gets to design one of those pondless waterfalls. This one is Brian's. That's why I'm just kind of like staying out of the way on the machine. I think the next one is going to be Chris's, and then I'm going to get the last one. Game on. We'll see who's the best. Game on. Oh yeah. And another thing that's happening today is I was able to snag the caterpillar from the shop, which means that Monday when Sid comes out here to do landscape, he doesn't have to cut out this whole yard by hand. So we've collectively decided that that is well worth him buying us beer for at least one day. So Sid, you're welcome, buddy.
He has some really dramatic turns in this little space here, so he's definitely utilizing some good design principles. So and he's met the requirements, which are having a waterfall face that window and then a waterfall face that. So he's doing that right. Yeah, overall, I think it's going to be an intense competition here.
Hi everybody, we are back at the Tamargo residence doing our final walkthrough. The project has turned out to be, in the words of Robbie, spectacular. I honestly am very proud of this one. I think it turned out to be something that I think if I could have that in my own yard, I'd be really happy about it, and that's kind of how I like to judge things. Considering we started with virtually nothing but grass when we were out here, through the design process, the Tamargos allowed me to work pretty much with free will on the design, which is very nice. I wasn't constrained really in any way. Her mom really likes rocks, so there's a lot of rock incorporated into this project, and she also wanted a water feature, which we have it designed so that it shows to the kitchen and as well as to the screen lanai area. We did a circular patio, which you'll see here, that is really a focal. And then she has a large outdoor table, and we have a lot of patio, and that it fits beautifully in this patio, and then a lot of nice landscaping around it. So this would be a great place to come to home every night and know that this is like your own personal little resort in the backyard. But we've incorporated a lot of different things in here. A couple were requested by the homeowner, but basically there is a Sylvester palm off to my left. Miss Tamargo wanted some red hibiscus, and those are in here, as well as succulents and some grasses. We have some red sister tea, which Robbie also wanted, and then you'll see them back on the other side of the water feature as a connection between the two sides of the project. But I think the project flows real nicely from side to side. As you can see, we've got a lot of different rock, and then we've got a lot of color, predominantly red, and then we made space for a 10-seat table patio space, so we've got a large patio. We've got some azaleas and some ferns. Later in the day, this will be in the shade because this faces to the east. And then we've got an area with a fire table. So this opens up, and they have a fire pit in the table. And then when not in use, it serves as a table that you can put drinks and whatnot on. Circular patio, kind of sets off from the rest of the patio. Guys did a nice job on that. And then the real icing on the cake here is the water feature, which I think gives a sense of peaceful tranquility with all of the with the sound. And then because it's pondless, it's very low maintenance. You can go away on vacation for a couple weeks, unplug it, and come back and plug it back in, and you don't have to worry about a pond staying filtered and cleaned while you're gone. There's a lot of different colors out here. There's some tropical plants. We've got a bird of paradise kind of as a focal off to the right. We have our pygmy date palm as a background, and that's also subtly acting to screen away from the neighbors. And then we've got some Japanese blueberry on the back side to also help with some privacy. Everything in here is easy to care for. The guys, we had Mike, Brian, and Chris who did the water feature. And then we had Sid, Tony, and Jackson who did the landscaping and the prep work for the patio. So I just want to thank them. This project was mostly due to the ideas of Ruby. That would be Simba in the background. But Ruby told me that they have been in 3 different houses over the last 3 years. And they are hoping that this is their forever house. They had a home damaged in storm a couple years ago, and then they temporarily lived in another home. And this is the 3rd home they've been in 3 years.
I indeed love rocks. And when I first envisioned something out off the night, in my head I had drawn certain things, a rock feature, and I can't draw, and a patio, and a fire pit. Well, then David came and put what was in my mind. He then went back after talking to me and came up with this brilliant sketch of what I could have. Well, sketches are one thing, but they're flat. What we ended up with is the most fantastic, over-the-top water feature that has a waterfall and makes lovely sounds. And lots of boulders, I love boulders, and the circle feature that he put in the patio. Wow, it just blows my mind. It is well over my imagination. And I can't wait to have a party so we can have people here so they can see it as much as I can. But I've been out here every morning and every evening, just absolutely admiring everything that David has come up with. It's just far exceeded any expectations that I had. Every little feature is so finitely perfect. It's just hard to believe that a flat piece of paper, and even your gorgeous design on a flat piece of paper, could end up with something so beautiful, so fabulous. And it's really going to enhance my life because now I can walk. I cannot walk on St. Augustine grass. I'm too wiggly wobbly. So on this patio I can walk, and I've got stepping stones that I can go off the deck to the left. I can just enjoy this gorgeous view that they have here. And I think David did the most spectacular, marvelous, great design.
Well, thank you very much.
Just from talking to me, I'm trying to convey to him just something that I could envision. Then he puts it down on this wonderful plot to size, so I could see the size. 1 inch was like 1 foot, and just, however, that cannot compare to what actually ended up. The height and breadth of that water feature, the plants are magnificent. My daughter just was over the moon. She especially liked the three, she knows the names. I don't.
Pygmy date palm?
Yes, she and her Sylvester palm. She was just, we were out here late at night because she didn't get home until way late. And I turned all the outside lights on. It's just beautiful. And I really admire your work. You really did go, how you did go from my mind to a paper drawing to supervising that everything came out the way it did. I really do appreciate it, David.
No, I really enjoyed doing this project because I knew it was going to turn out absolutely beautiful. Okay, everybody, it's kind of my shtick. This yard went from absolutely nothing, and I would say this is now a definitely flamingo-worthy yard. So thank you very much. We'll see you around, and if you would like to do this in your own backyard, please give us a call at Earthworks. Check us out on Facebook. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. It all helps keeping the news get out there, and thank you so much. You have a good day.